Okay. Hello. Hello. Okay. I have prepared that JSL also for you. Fine, Brian?
Oh no, I was gonna write the JCL that way I can
No, no.
practice.
I have given you the compile JSL. Okay.
Oh, I'll compile, yes.
Now go to SD, ST, go to your run JCL. I'll show you how to write the run JCL. Say pick up one existing JCL. Okay, let us make a copy of it.
I'll try to do it. I'll try to do the JCL so I can learn.
Okay, I'll give you maybe first time I'll show you, so later you can do it yourself. You come here and insert. See, you know what is step lib, right?
Step library.
No, step lib dd name.
Oh no.
Uh, I'll show you that JSL, your JSL lib. Okay, this is your JSL lib, right? Change KC03 AC22 KC03 B40. Okay. Now in this compile JCL, it will create the it will compile the program and put the load module in this library. So you should have this library existing. Fine.
Mm-hmm.
So go to start 3.2 JC03 B40 JC2.mf load lib allocate yours B40. It is existing. Okay, good. What about copy lib? You have copy lib? You have. Okay. Now, once you run this JCL, it will compile the program and put it in the load module. And now you come to your 1F9, 2F9 is your compile JCL. Okay, you have only two screens. Let us open one more screen with JCL lib dot JCL lib and come to your run JCL. So we have it open in some session. Let us see where it is. Yes, here. Okay. Now, step lib is the DD name which says where your program load library is present. And my program load library is present in this load lib, right? Correct? Here.
Mm-hmm.
And in your program, your program have two DD names. One is in DD, other is out DD, right? And in DD is an
Yes.
input file, out
Yes.
DD is a output file. 4, 5, 6. Okay. Now I'll write my in DD. This is your input file, right? And I will write an output file right into this output file. Okay. Yeah. And before this step, I'll add one more delete step. And if you see here, the disposition, the DD name should be out DD, right? Come here. Okay. Mod delete delete. Okay. Here, this step is IFBR14. Now, I am deleting that output file if it is already existing and creating that in this job and loading that from the PS file. Now, indd in my COBOL program will correspond to this data set. This one, d is equal to fine, and disp equal to share means it is used for reading. Fine. Let us see what is the input file containing. Let us add some records. Okay. Now come to your output file and see this. It has got only one record, which is the last record. Fine. Let us see what is the reason. 3, 4, 5. 5 is your spool. Condition code is 0. Right. Now let us go to your program. Okay. Here you see this attend. What all do you want to perform at attend? Right? When attend condition is reached, what all do you want to perform?
Uh,
You just come out of
the
the para.
yeah.
Right. Now see attend acts like if. So you you are supposed to put a period here. Fine. Like this. It means attend do only this. You are not supposed to do these two activities attend. Correct?
Mm-hmm.
Attend means after the 10th record. Now you need to
Mm-hmm.
take care of two things. One is attend, just move y to the WSUnder file and come out and do not do this. So these have to be done when it is okay. Fine.
Yes.
Now let us compile this. 7, 1, 2. Correct?
Mm-hmm.
See, for readability, I'll put some display also, something like this. Mm, okay. Now submit this. Right? See, it has displayed that message 10 times, correct? And also come to your output file now. One, nine, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'll do one thing. I'll close few screens. Right? It has copied all the records. Correct? Brian,
Yes.
you understand this logic?
Yes.
So, uh, now to avoid this confusion with the periods, what you can do is you can always have like this. Okay?
Mhm.
It is like if and else. Fine? Clear? I can just show you once again. I'll close all these windows. I'll just go through it once again. Okay? But it's not confusing, right, Brian? Is it? Is it confusing?
No.
Right?
Yes.
Only thing is, um, here you make sure you use attend and you write whatever condition you want to perform attend and come here and write not attend. Fine.
Mhm. Yes.
Now I want you to actually do one more exercise like this. I'll show you. it is a bit hard to do though, but try to see how much you can do. See, I have an input file like this. Mm, See, like this. Okay, it is there in your hands-on document too. Cobol hands-on too. Fine. Some records like this are contained in my input file, and they have repeating records also. If I do not have, I will. 1 second. Okay. See, if I find a match, I will say match found for. Okay. And if I do not find a match, I'll say match not found for. Let me give the data of both. Mm, See, let us open the file and see what are not match found. See, 27 is not found, and say 35 is not found, 12 is found, 15 is found, and I'll repeat 12 again, 15 again. Okay, let me run this. If you come to this pool, like this. If there is no match found, we are adding a record with default values, which is all Y. I'll show you how it looks like. And if you have already processed 812, this record, it will write already processed in the session. Current occurrence in session is 2, like this. And total matches, matched records, unmatched records, and processed records. And the records in the file before process is 17, after process 19. Total added is 2. And these two are the unmatched records. And if you see the file, the records are added with default values as Y. See? Fine? It is confusing, right?
Uh,
I'm adding these two records. Or I'll again run this for you if you want. We are adding this record and also this record. Okay, like this. And if I search the newly added records in my sysout, it would say newly added in this run. Fine. You go through my Word document, and first condition I want you to write a program is to display match found and match not found in the file. Fine.
yes.
Now let us come to table handling, which is also a bit confusing. I know. When a data item has to be repeated multiple times, the definition of the data item, so we use occurs class and we call it as an array or a table in COBOL. See, here is an example. Okay. Instead of having tax rate 1, tax rate 2 till tax rate 5, I define a variable like this: tax rate occurs 5 times. Now, these are the rules for occurs class. Occurs class can be specified for any elementary item or for a group item. But it cannot be specified for at 0, 1 level, 66, 77 or 88. See, you can define something like this. Okay. Or I will write like this. Mm, or anyway, I will first start with one dimension. Okay. Same thing, you may write like this. Okay. This is two-dimensional table. Fine. Is it clear?
There's no pick on the college.
Sorry?
There's no pick on the college pick
No.
picture.
No. I'll see if I say, okay, let us say 15 times. Whatever is the number, doesn't matter. Like this. See, because WS college is at the group level and which has got WS branch which is having pick x of 3 occurs n number of times, say 15 times. And you have to access or indexes. Okay. Subscript maybe like okay. second college and third branch within that second college. Fine, right?
Yes. Yes.
So here uh, the subscripts are straightforward, but there is one more efficient way of using this kind of reference using indexes. The only difference between subscript and index is index where whenever internally COBOL accesses the elements of a table, it will do so by the relative displacement of that element from the starting position. And more than that, the important use of index is to perform search on a table. The table can be searched on an index. See, for example, I'll show you the syntax for that. See, search account table. Okay, attend display a message, and whenever you write when condition, that attend is done. So your attend phrase will end here, and you're writing a when clause. Fine.
Yes.
And if you use search verb, it will perform the search in a linear fashion. That means it's a linear search. See, the elements in the table uh, on which the search is performed need not be in any sorted order. Additionally, you have another verb called search all. Search all will do a binary search. Maybe I'll tell you what a binary search is. The elements in the array should be in a sorted order in the table, and it will sort the table into two parts. See where the current item to be searched might be present in the first or second half. Then it will go to the first half. It like can divide it into two parts. So like that, it will go on, making into two equal halves until it finds the search. Fine.
Yes.
This is the binary search. So search all will perform binary search. Search will perform linear search. And in case of table, using search verb, the table should have an index. If you do not have index, and if you have only subscript, you cannot perform search on the table. Fine. So let us go back few concepts, and rules that we need to understand. If indexing is done at one level of a table, then it must be used for all levels, right? Obviously, if you have index at one level here in this level, you should have in this level also. Correct, Brian?
Yes. Mhm.
And uh, you cannot use indexes in combination with subscript. See, for example, here in this example, I am combining both index and subscripts, which is not allowed. You should either use indexes or subscripts at a time. And if you define an index for a table, the same index should not be used for another table, like used for defining for another table. Fine. And index names must be unique. You cannot give the same index name for two different tables at two different levels also. And you should not define explicitly any index value. For example, if you are using an index like this, sorry, if you are defining an index like this, you should not give the index value as f1. Fine.
Can you go back to that? You said you can't do subscript combination with index, but can you go back to that? Why is there an occurs three times index by?
Where you
No,
see
no,
that?
no, it's before this screen. The screen before this.
See here, I am defining index at all the levels. See, faculty level, it is having an index F1, at department level, an index D1, and at the year level, index Y1. Fine. And actually, I'm not supposed to use something like this. Okay. Mhm.
But
Something.
when you have on the working storage, if you have an occurs, that would be subscript, and then index by would be index, right?
Yeah, but you should not define index explicitly in working storage.
Yes, yes, but when you say occurs and then index by,
Uh-huh.
that's both subscript and index,
Yeah,
right?
subscript is always implicit for a table. Subscripts are implicit. You need not define any subscript value also in the table definition. But index, you need to have a reference of index name in the table definition. Your observation is correct. See, here I should have some names specified for indexes here. But subscripts, I need not do such kind of reference here. Correct? That is what your point is. And it is correct. It's a correct statement. Fine.
Say that again.
So here, when you are using indexes, you have to specify the reference the index names here, indexed by F1, F2, F3. But you are not referencing saying subscripted by I1, I2, I3. No, correct?
But the occurs one, two, and three can be subscripted, right?
Yes, yes. But you are not specifying that in the definition of the table, like you do for index.
Yes, but you can reference both in both by both.
But not put together. See, either reference at a time by index or by a subscript, but not both. Include both in one reference. Don't combine both.
Mm.
Fine.
When referencing,
Yes. You do not like this. See, you do not combine both. Either you reference using an index completely or only subscript completely.
oh, okay.
Okay. And indexes actually can be incremented or decremented using the set verb, set set. And you cannot have arithmetic operation on the index. Like you cannot say add one to index or subtract one from index or compute index equal to index plus one. They are not valid. It should be done using the set verb. Set index up by 1, up by 2, like that. See, like this. And you can set an initial value, like set of 1 to 4. And you can use a set verb to increment the value. Set f1 y1 up by 2. Fine? Clear?
Yes, yes.
And this is the syntax for search verb. The thing is, a table itself, a COBOL table or a COBOL array is a working storage entity. So you define the table in a working storage. Fine? And to perform
Yes.
quick searching of the uh, elements in a table. See, the search operation will take more time in case of a file, but it is very faster if it is a table. Because so if you have small number of not huge data, but significantly small amount of data which you want to search, you can load it to a table and perform the search. Fine.
Yes.
Hmm. Yeah, the difference between search and search all is search is linear search all is binary search. And for search all, the data should be in sorted order in the table. Fine.
Yes.
Search verb can be applied to a table which has occurs class and indexed phrase only. So before the use of search verb, the index must have some initial value. And that value should not be more than the size of the table itself. If it is say, suppose if you say occurs 10 times, you cannot have index value starting with 20. Okay. Then what will happen? It will not do any search. The search will be terminated immediately. Fine. I will show one example. Okay. Let me cover some important concepts first. And one more important verb in COBOL is sort verb, SORT. So similar to your sort utility, which you run using JCL, COBOL has got its own internal sort verb, using which you can sort the file based on one or more keys in ascending or descending order. And similar to sort verb, you have a merge verb, which can be used to merge several sorted files and create one output file. We'll see both the verbs here along with examples. Okay. Um, Fine. You come down. See, this is the syntax: sort, file name, ascending key, or like say on descending key, using file name 2 and file name 3. File name 2 is the input file, file name 3 is the output file, and the file name 1 here is the sort work file. Fine.
Yeah.
And when you are using sort verb in your COBOL program, you should have sort description entry, SD entry. Sort sort description the SD like this. There can be any number of sort statements in a COBOL program, and you can do sorting on any number of keys. Sorry. See, this is a simple example of sort. Sort file on ascending key department, descending key basic way using card file, giving output file. Here card file is the input file. Okay, and output file is the output file. Come down. Merge is very simple. Merge verb will merge the merge multiple files which are already in sorted order. Okay. For merge to be performed, the file should be in sorted order. Actually, you know what? These verbs you will get practice only you write small programs so that you can see yourself. Hands-on is very important. Okay, and examine verb. You can examine. You can perform examine on a literal. Fine, co-literal for some characters, one or more characters. See, one simple example is examine identifier tallying all or leading or until first say a value, or you can say examine identifier replacing all or leading or until first some value by another value, say literal 3, or right, both tallying and replacing. So when you are using examine, uh,
I thought examine is obsolete.
yeah, you can still use it. Okay.
I thought it's just inspect now and
Yeah, yeah.
string
It
unstring.
is more powerful. In this sense, it's very handy.
Uh,
See, even inspect is also similar, but it has more options. Like only thing is here the counter in inspect. Okay, I think you know this inspect verb and use of it, right?
what's the difference between the count and the tally?
Between what?
In inspect, there's a count and there's also a tallying.
Oh, okay, okay. Tally count. Actually, this is the working storage variable.
No, no, but there's also a count. In addition to tallying, there's also a count, right? Like,
No, 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 no. If you see, this is the keyword. Tallying is the keyword, and it's a tally count. It's it's a field identifier. It's a variable. See, it can be like this. Okay, fine. Which is a working storage variable. It will tell you how many occurrences have appeared in that string, in that counter. The counter needs to be explicitly defined. Fine.
mm,
And
oh, I was thinking about unstring.
oh, string and unstring. String.
Yeah, unstring has count and tallying.
Okay, unstring with.
Yeah, I was thinking of unstring. Yeah.
Okay, okay,
No,
okay.
yeah,
String.
yeah. It's not inspect. I was.
Yeah, string will concatenate two literals, and unstring will do the opposite. In case of string, you can say string some field one, uh, delimited by a character or a literal into field two. Unstring is for unconcatenating the string. For example, um, unstring some data item delimited by C into field 1, field 2, field 3. You can say delimited by the unstring will come with When you say size, suppose if the data item is 15 bytes and you have a value of only 10 bytes, it will take all the 10 bytes because the remaining 5 bytes are spaces. Fine.
Yes.
And you know evaluate verb, right?
Wait, in the unstring,
Okay, yeah.
did it, uh, isn't there a counter and tallying? What's the difference between count and tallying?
No, no, no. Here, if you see the example here, it will write the number of occurrences into this identifier. Hmm.
Yeah, there's a syntax for unstring
Hmm.
into delimiter, and then save one, count one. So you can do string one, two, up to so many, and then there's a tallying.
Yeah, tallying into identifier.
Tallying, tally. But
Tallying.
what's the difference between that and the count?
The count is not with unstring. It is tallying verb, not the count.
No, there is one. I'm looking at this book that I have.
Okay, okay. What is that?
It has
Good.
it says unstring,
Hmm.
send string, delimited by delimiter into receiving string one, delimiter saved one,
Hmm.
count one. So you can have several string two, receive string up to string n.
Maybe if you
All
can
of them have delimiter, save n, count,
is it
and
any
then
website like is it in any tutorialpoints.com?
let me see if there's a website.
Mm-hmm. I know you are picking it from tutorialspoint.com, I think. Okay. See, tallying comes along with count verb
No, I
also.
have the book.
It will count the number of characters that has been unstringed or stringed. Let me see your chat.
So I found a website like this.
Okay, okay, okay. I know this is the same thing. The moment you read out, I know it is this. And the answer also, I think he would have given as 25 something.
Uh, there's no answer. This is just an example in IBM.com. You see that it's after the into, there's a count. And then outside of the into is the tallying.
Like how many, what is the total count of it will be put into that counter,
Hmm.
right? You
Mhm.
can take a small literal by yourself, write a small program. No, it will, you can see how much is the count in each of these, counter variables after runstring.
Okay. Okay.
This is very like, this is all about character handling in COBOL. Just to search some screens and say how many characters of that string are present, and make a note of it. And evaluate verb is very useful in programming. You should practice that very well. I hope you know evaluate verb, right? No,
Oh, yes.
you know, right?
Uh,
Because
yes.
I have given several examples of different variants of evaluate verb in my PPT. You can go through them. See, you can evaluate like this also. Evaluate with also phrase. See here, right?
Hmm.
So evaluate true from here to here. And there is an also here, also statement, also class. It will come here. And W is gender, W is gender. And W is age, W is age. This condition. Fine. And here these are 88 level variables. Okay, these are 88 level variables.
Okay.
And I think you are aware of subroutines, right? You would have used subroutines in some other language, right?
Uh,
Code subroutines.
yeah.
And subroutines are used uh, where you have some set of or a routine or a program which needs to be used repeatedly by several users. See, one example can be date routine, um, date check routine, where you pass a date and it will validate the date. Okay, and or conversion of Julian date to Gregorian date. These kind of programs can be written and stored as a subroutines or subprograms, which can be called by any user in his main program. Fine. And the rules to write a subroutine is very simple. Only thing is, additionally, you will have a linkage section. Fine, where you know you define the variables that are passed that pass the values from main program to subprogram. See, for example, here is how your main program will look like. You define some working storage variable like this.
Venkat, how would you know which one is should
Subroutine.
be there in a COBOL program and which one? Like for example, input output section, file control data file section. How do you know which one should be there, regardless of if you're using or not?
Oh, okay. See, actually, for a COBOL program to be compiled, if you write identification division and program ID, that is sufficient for getting the COBOL program compiled. But suppose
Hmm.
if you are using files, then you should have file control, and obviously you will have file section, correct?
Hmm.
And if you anyway you need to use some temporary variables, so you need to define them in working storage section. Fine.
Hmm.
Like this. Here I'm using some working storage variable in the working storage section. See, whenever you have any reference to the file in your program, it should have a file control entry and file section entry. Fine. Otherwise you need not, but usually you will have files used in program. So most of the times for all practical use, you will be defining file control and file section, which are mandatory in case of files. And in main program you use a call statement like this: call program name using variable a, variable b. See, I can give an example, simple example like this here. Okay. Okay. Fine.
Yes.
And
Don't you? Do you need the length
no, that
when
is
you?
when you pass a parameter from GCL to COBOL, not here.
Oh. Oh. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Yes.
Like this. Okay. In case of static linking, fine.
Mm.
In case of static linking, the subprogram is always directly linked, is always linked with the uh, um, resides in the main memory of the main program. But in case of dynamic linking, the subprogram will come into the memory of the main program whenever it is called. Fine.
Mm-hmm.
But if you use, uh, if you refer to a call like this is always dynamic call. Fine.
Mm-hmm.
And the above one, this one is a static call. always. And if you have a static call like this, within the compiler GCL, you can give a dynam option and make it dynamic linking. Fine.
Yes.
And you can call by reference and by content. If you call something by reference, whatever values you are passing to subprogram, if they get modified, the updates will be
Oh, Venkat,
Mhm.
uh, can you go back to static and dynamic?
Here. Okay.
Yes, yes. So which one is the one you compile everything, all the program associated with it? Which one is that?
Static call.
And which one you don't?
Static linking does the linking of the subprogram along with the main memory of the main program always.
So when you change something on the call program,
Hmm.
which you compile only the call program or you compile everything?
No, both.
Always everything?
Yes.
And then dynamic, you only
Yes.
compile
Yes.
the subprogram.
Yes.
Now, if there's a change in the calling program,
Mm-hmm.
the do you compile both for dynamic?
No, no need.
So if the call program, the dynamic call program calls
Mm-hmm.
another program,
Okay.
and you change that called program, so that would be program C.
Okay.
You change only the that C,
Yes.
so you don't touch the B and the A.
No.
Okay.
Okay.
Mhm. And that dynamic is faster or static?
A dynamic is better because you will call the subprogram only when it is required, and that time only it will come
Ah,
to the main memory, so that it will not occupy the memory always.
okay,
Right.
okay.
And when you say call by reference, the changes made in the values passed to subprogram, if they get changed in subprogram, it will get reflected in the main program. And when you say call by content, if the values which are passed to subprogram get changed, that changed values will not be updated in the main program values. Fine.
Yes.
But actually, I want you to try out a number of COBOL programs, Brian, so that you will explore yourself all these kinds of properties. Say, for example, table handling, COBOL subroutines. You will realize yourself. You can test it yourself. All these properties. You try to link it statically or call the program statically and see what happens if you do not compile the subprogram after a change. You can test all this yourself. You will get a feel like how it behaves.
Okay.
So what you can do is for now try to write that match found not found program, match found and match not found program, and you can see my hands-on document 3 or 4 which talks about table handling and one hands-on about COBOL subroutines.
Mm.
What I can do is I can show my program of table handling and subroutines tomorrow in the class and show you how you have to write the syntax, because I don't want to dump too many things today. You work with the file match not found, match found not found, only that property you try to write a program which will just print if the match is found in the file, say match found, and if match is not found, say match not found.
Okay.
Right. Then I'll show my program how to write a table handling program and also COBOL subroutine.
Okay.
I can give you now, but I don't want to because I want you to first finish that file handling program. Then you can understand, you can concentrate on table handling. And the key is the more you do hands on, you will learn more. More mistakes you do, you will learn more.
Okay.
So I think that's the best way to learn. Do as many mistakes as you can and try to figure out yourself. Then you can see a lot of concepts yourself, realize them.
I have a question about sysin.
Okay, okay. Yeah, what is that?
So if you have a sysin,
Uh-huh.
does that mean you always know what's the end marker on your sysin?
Okay.
Or it could be that you don't know and you want to move low values or high values for your sysin.
See, suppose if you are passing anything in sysin, the delimiter for sysin is slash asterisk, right?
Yeah, yes. So do you need to put your own end marker before that to
Yes,
check for in your program?
yes. Because
So let's say
correct.
okay, it's like some character like XXX
Excellent.
or 999
Yes. Because
or
for sysin,
or what if you don't have access to the sysin? Can you just put in your variable? Can you just put high or low values?
no, 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 no.
So and what can you? Is it okay? Would it be and you, is it okay not to know how many occurs there is? That way, you just check for that end marker. That way, you're not.
But I don't prefer that. Okay, I know why. I understand the context you are asking.
Yeah, I'm trying to do the hands-on one, and
See, in that case,
and I did not know. I just Googled it. I didn't know if it says in you can also do it like an open input file instead of accept, right? Because you can't do accept because there's more lines. You can't just do one accept. So you have to do a read.
yes. See, as I have written here, can you see this?
Yes.
If the first name is XXX, you say data is done, complete. This is the end of the
Okay. Okay.
like that.
Okay. Okay.
Right?
Yeah. I'm not using accept, right? I'm using read.
No, you will be using accept in case of first name, last name, gender, right?
But you can only accept, huh?
In case of first name, last name, gender exercise, right?
But you can, yeah. But you can only accept one line at a time. If you do a read, then you can do like a regular file.
Even accept you keep accept in a para and always say go to that para repeatedly,
Uh,
right?
but you can also do read, right?
No, sysin. Read is not supposed to be for sysint. Read is only for file.
Because I found this program and I was copying it, and it in there you can say, like for example, select sysin file assigned to sysin.
No, he might have given name something like that. But see, select statements means it's a file. So if you say
Oh, why would,
it should be a file, you cannot read from sysint. You can only accept from sysint.
I found this in the internet that you
No,
can do select sysin files.
reading. That is misleading, I think.
Uh,
Read is always for files. It is not for sysint data.
uh,
Of course, see, you are referring to an example where the file itself he has given in as in stream
yeah,
with
it's an in-stream.
name,
Yeah,
not sysint. It's not sysint then. It is say in dd star, and you can write the records below that. He might have
yeah.
given
Oh, that's not what we're doing in lab one,
no, no.
hands-on one.
Mhm.
Oh, it's a sequential file.
No, no. It's only sysint data, not file data.
Yeah,
You can write file like this and write records like this.
yeah, yeah. That's what I was. That's what the example was.
But here, okay,
Oh, oh, it's not sysin.
no.
Okay. Okay.
I understand what you're asking about. Fine.
Okay.
So try to write these two programs. One is first name, last name, gender, and match found, not found. Tomorrow I'll show you my programs with table handling and subroutines, and you can work on that also if you have time.
Oh, hold on. Can I show you? I found the link. 1 second.
For what?
Let me give this to you. Can you go here?
Regarding what?
Oh, that's sysin. I put on the chat.
Okay, but don't worry about it. Sysin is only for accept, not as a file.
Yeah.
No, you should.
But can you look at it?
I'm opening, but you should not use sysin. You cannot use sysin
Uh,
for file. It is only for accept.
uh,
Fine.
okay.
I think the topics are getting heavier day by day, right? Every day.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll
Yeah.
see. See, you need a lot of practice, Brian. That's the only thing. See, I'll cover the
Okay.
theory part, but you should have more hands-on actually, rather than my teaching. And if you ask any question, I can clarify.
Okay.
So try to do as much hands-on as you can. Fine.
Yes.
So tomorrow we'll again meet. I will not like Sunday, but I'll ping you somewhere around your time, 9 o'clock, or even before that morning.
Okay. Yeah. What happened on Sunday? I thought you said you were starting eight or
Yeah,
9 o'clock. We started.
as I told you, right, today I conducted assessment, right? So I had to prepare the
Uh,
assessment question papers, and I got late, and I had to
no,
submit
no. I mean, not today. I mean, on Sunday. You said
on Sunday.
Sunday.
That's what I'm. For Sunday, I was working on that actually for this assessment.
Uh,
I had to prepare a lot of questions, 150 questions.
okay.
So yeah, I thought of starting early, but that got late. That made me,
Okay.
late, and I had to start late. But tomorrow I
Okay.
don't have any other work. I can start early.
Okay.
No problem. I'll ping you in advance actually. And if you say okay, then we'll start.
Okay. I just need to know some what time it's.
Okay. So preferably you are 9 o'clock morning.
Okay. Okay.
That's what I'm aiming at, which would be my say 6:30. But actually, even my time 4:30, which is 6:30 a.m., maybe too early for you.
What time is on my time?
6:30 a.m. A.m. right?
6:30 a.m. 6:30 a.m. on my time.
Yeah.
I can do that.
Okay. But I will
Oh,
send you WhatsApp message at least night, so that you can check your message.
okay.
6:30 or
Okay.
7:30.
Can you do 7 instead of 6:30?
Yeah, or 7. That is best time for both of us.
Okay.
Right?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, okay. No problem. You just practice this, and we'll meet tomorrow.
And also
Yeah.
for PDS,
Mm-hmm.
like for example, I have a Palm Live now. If I want to add a file there, I have to copy it to that. I can't just create there, right?
You copy what you remember?
If I want to create a new member in Palm Live, I have to copy to it. I can't just create there, right?
No, you can create. Suppose you have a palm lib, right?
But yeah, so for example, if I do a 3.4, I mean, if I do an edit on the Palm Live, it's empty.
You can
So
start.
I can't go into
No, no, no. You can say start
what?
to. You can say start to
Mm-hmm.
and add your member like this.
Oh, okay.
Then save,
Oh, okay.
and it would add an empty member.
Okay.
Fine.
Okay. Yes.
I know you don't have enough time, but whatever time you have, try to write some programs yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to actually start index to file processing also tomorrow. This is only sequential files, right? You need to learn about KSDS index to files. They are very important. VSAM variety,
Mm-hmm.
right?
And remember you said to send you on WhatsApp the question
Yeah, yeah.
last week.
Huh.
Uh,
I will,
did you read that?
or when we come to DB2, I will definitely before DB2 or during DB2, I'll send you the answers. I will also explain.
Okay.
No problem.
Yeah, we didn't talk about the sync point in CSCS.
That is, yeah, sync point. Right? I will cover both in that time. That questions. So
Yeah.
any other questions you have, we'll discuss. Or if you have anything,
Okay.
send an email and WhatsApp me so that I'll keep the answers ready. I will keep it in document and send it to you also. Anytime, you can refer to it.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
Okay, Brian. See you tomorrow then.
Okay.
Yeah, bye.
See. Bye. Oh,
Yeah.
that's okay. Okay. Yeah, that's okay.
Okay then? Yeah, okay. See you.
See.